Well, hello, everyone. And I want to thank you for meeting us today. We have two new homeowners that in the midst, right, of COVID, they purchased their home with their fantastic realtor, Fiona. So we have here Christina and Job, Vega,
Hi.
and Fiona. And so what we're doing here is we're just having a conversation. It's been a couple of weeks since they've actually closed on their loan and wanted to just follow up and just ask a couple of questions and just really just have a conversation. So congratulations again on purchasing your home.
Thank you.
So one of the questions I know I have is, because we kept asking, are you sure you're okay? You know.
Oh, yes, we're okay. Now we are so happy. I know with everything is going on, a lot of people might be like frustrated or probably scared, but we are actually so happy. Yeah. It's actually been a relief for us and a place not just to have but to call home. We're happy, we relax, we feel good.
Okay.
Good.
So that's interesting because now you're a homeowner. So you're saying you have less stress being a homeowner than being a renter.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Because this is our place, something we own. One, we're not throwing our money, away because we're not owning anything and paying just rent for almost 9 years we did. And we end up not having anything that we can call our own. And two, we love it. We love this place. And our daughters are just beyond happy. And I think that's what makes us the most happy. Yes. Mm-hmm. Love it.
So Fiona, how was the transaction? Because we were like right before COVID, really with the stay home and then having to contend with all the new things that you had to do as an agent to make sure that you met the criteria for compliance and most importantly, taking great care of the family.
So I'll start with the end in mind. Colin and I actually delivered toilet paper a couple of days after close of escrow, just to make sure that Christina and Joe were A-okay. Aside of that, it was a fabulous transaction, honestly, because Christina and Job are model buyers, to be quite honest. The seller was truly amazing as well. Took great care of the property, had completely remodeled it, and really was even fixing after we did our final, or not our final, but our inspection. Mm-hmm. He actually came and met us and told us that what he would do extra that he just didn't feel was quite right. So again, it was the perfect storm. Mm-hmm. That we had two buyers who were just like, we want this house. We love this house. We were able to wait for the seller to basically make his decision. Mm-hmm. And he chose Job and Christina. We were able to get our inspection done, and then COVID hit. And then it was, can we close early? And then it was, we have new underwriting or new loan guidelines that we have to consider. And then a final walkthrough that we were on a stay at home. Mm-hmm. And our seller actually went through and did a video and documented everything that he had done. He even went out and bought a gas
testing for the leak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that we knew that the gas leak that the inspector had found in inspection was no longer.
That's good.
So it was a little different, mm-hmm. but it was a dream. It truly was. You did great, guys.
Thank you.
And then how did your daughters fare? Because they're part of the process, right? Because your oldest daughter, I mean, she was amazing.
Oh my goodness. She kept asking almost every day. So can we celebrate now? We're like, no, we have to play, there's paperwork that needs to be done. There's things that needs to be done. She's like, okay. But she was praying every day, mm-hmm. asking to please let have all the paperwork that mommy and daddy need to, just to make sure. And we waited until the very end, because we wanted to, wait until we had all the paperwork and the loan and everything. And in fact, the very one day when Fiona texted me and said, you know what, we have your keys.
Right.
But she's like, I knew I knew the look on your face. You're happy. And she said, I knew you got the house. The moment I look at your face. But it was great. Yes.
So you're one of the fortunate families that are, with the stay home, being able to, manage financially, because right now you can hear spiritually, you guys had that even before COVID, which I think helps with a lot of families. So talk about that, because I think that was one of my biggest concerns was, hey, are you still going to be able to make this payment? Are you okay?
Yes.
And
yes, I think, and I spoke with my husband. I think, probably a lot of people will think, well, you were thinking, well, can we afford it? What if we lose our job? What if we're not able to, qualify for a loan? What if we don't have enough money? Or should all those worries will be enough to just, back out of the loan or not feel comfortable and feel safe with the lenders? Yes. And also, with closing early, also, we still had the house that we were renting, and whether they'll be okay with us, giving the house away before our contract expired. But for us, I don't think everything went really smooth. We were not worried about at all. You were amazing with the loan. Fiona was amazing with the seller, with the agent, communicating every single day. I mean, we had videos explaining everything for the loan. So honestly, we had no questions, and you will always ask, do you have any questions? I think we only called you twice for a couple of questions. Other than that, everything was explained, and you guys were back and forth with us, communicating with us. So it makes us feel very, very comfortable. Never we were afraid that we were not going to get the house, or the loan was going to go down, or we're going to lose our deposit. We were very happy and very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. You guys make us feel very comfortable.
That's good. Well, great job, Fiona. And really, it all boils down to it really takes all of the players to work together to make it happy. So we're glad that you have a wonderful experience based on the service that you gave us, and then we were able to give back to you. So let me ask you this question. Now that we're in stay home and we're in COVID, what's a day in the life now for you? Because now being a homeowner versus being a renter, right?
Yes.
And then we got the COVID and we're staying home. So what's a day in the life for you guys?
We're staying home, but well, I work from home.
I'm still working. Pretty much I work in base. So my work is in base, and I'm extremely busy right now. So I have a lot of work.
And I'm the one staying home with the girls. So I'm doing the long distance learning and still working full time with the girls. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It works so good because now not only did they love the house, but they have plenty of space. One has a problem, one is in one corner. Yeah. Lucky she's just like, yeah. She's on the balcony, she's like, yeah. So I'm the teacher, and then, I send one on one corner, and they have Zoom meetings as well. So, one is on one side, one is in the other side. I have my office right here in the kitchen so I can see them, which another thing that we love about the house, the open space. I can see them from the kitchen. I can see them from the living room, and it's great.
It's great.
It's great. I know, it takes a lot being home with the girls and working things out, but I think we feel the peace that this is our place, and it's just, we're not stressing about the money or anything. I think it's the opposite. I think it gave us a peaceful minded that this is our home. So we feel good. We're nice and calm, and the girls love it. Mm-hmm. They love it. It's like vacation for them. It's a new home for them. So every day they're just having a great time.
So Job, because you have to go out, so when you come into the house, what do you have to do? How do you prepare yourself?
Oh my God, I have her.
Okay. So he comes to the house and he can't get inside. I shower him with Lysol.
Yes.
From head to toe, everything. He cannot get inside the house. So everything, head to toe, and hand sanitizer on the hands. And if everything comes from the store, everything, Lysol on him, and everything that comes in, I have to wipe it down with Clorox wipes and everything. So yeah, he's not allowed inside unless we have Lysol.
Yeah.
And sometimes I miss it and I do it on the face.
Yes.
Sorry.
So you're wearing the mask and the hat and...
Yes, I wear protection and at work, gloves, everything.
And how's the kids' perspective? How do they kind of know what's going on, or do?
So, one thing, because where we moved, the cable that we had is not available. So we don't have cable.
Huh?
So that actually helps a lot because we don't have the news and they don't have a lot. So everything that they hear is from the Zoom meetings with their friends.
Okay.
Other than that, they don't see the news and we don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, it's a little hard for them. First of all, that they don't see their friends. They don't go to school and pretty much the school year is done.
Right.
So we don't want to stress them out a lot. They do ask, when are we going to go out? When can we go to the park? When can we see our family? And we try to say, a lot of this is for our own safety. We gotta take care of ourselves so we can take care of others, and also so we don't get others, sick and things like that. But we try not to talk about it as much for them.
Mm-hmm.
We do the opposite, try to make them feel safe, try to do things with them, playing around, joking around and things. One of the things that I think is that we don't really have cable, so they don't have access a lot of the information, and it's not coming in every single day.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, so Fiona and Job and Christina, so what advice would you give people who are, available and are staying home and getting paid and are on the fence on whether or not they should continue to rent or buy? What advice can you give them?
You know what? I think even with everything that is going on, the market was great for us.
Mm-hmm.
And not just the market, but the rates were great. The transaction for us was great. There was not anything that made us feel that we couldn't do it. And I think one of the most important things is that we had you guys. So having the
both
right,
of you,
yeah,
really good.
You guys were amazing.
There was no worry.
There was no worry about it. Exactly. We were not afraid, first of all, that you would not help us qualify for the loan. So that was huge. Mm-hmm. Fiona, everything that had to be done, paperwork that had to be done with the seller, she was on top of everything. So you guys were amazing. I think if you guys were not as great on your jobs as you guys were with us, we'd probably be like, oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not answering this. They're not giving us, an update on this. And that would probably freak us out big time. But we never had that. You guys were amazing. So I think you guys actually were the key for us not to feel like we couldn't afford it, like we couldn't do it. So what they need to do was need to find you guys to do it, because you guys were absolutely amazing. We are so beyond thankful to you guys.
Well, we appreciate that.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, no. You guys were amazing. We loved it. We were so happy. You guys were great.
And Fiona, what takeaway would you give to any renters or anybody who's considering to buy or sell at this point, considering where we're at right now?
Get comfortable and get pre-qualified with you, Cathy.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Because you need to have someone who's got your back in this marketplace. And you certainly had Job and Christina's back all the way through. You had my back.
Yes.
I always knew where we were. I knew I knew what little hurdles we may have to overcome, but you let me know. So communication, find whoever is going to be in communication and in communication well, and do it. Mm-hmm. Be comfortable and make that move. Start really getting comfortable with where you would like to live, and doing some homework along with obviously yourself and myself. Mm-hmm. We can help guide you. So.
And then I would just add that, yes, rates are still historically low, right? And we are still open for business. There's a great deal of loans that are going through because rates are very low. So if people were waiting for rates to go down lower, they as low as they could be, I think. Mm-hmm. And
this is the time.
They're waiting for prices to go down. It's like a catch-22, right? I'm going to buy a pair of shoes that cost $200. Yes, I want it to go on sale, but is it going to go to $100? Or is it going to go to $150, right? And at the end of the day, I want to be able to know, unlike a shoe, if I buy a house, I want to know that the price, equity is going to be growing. So it's like a different seesaw that you have to look at when you're looking at a home. But I think the two of you made a point. You, Christina and Job, you guys were ready. You prepared, you saved, and then obviously your brother referred you over. So we made sure that you had the right team that we communicated, and you really are the ones who got off the fence and say, this is it. I just want to be a homeowner. And I think, like what you're saying, Fiona, once you get comfortable with what you really want, it doesn't matter what's happening. It matters what's happening, but it's what's happening in your family, right? Like,
yes.
You already have a wonderful family unit, right? So that helps because you have that. Then you have the spirit, right? Then you have the transaction where it helps you guys get to where you need to get to, because at the end of the day, the two of you decided to be homeowners. And hence, here we are, drum roll.
Oh, yes. We're at a beautiful house, very happy, beyond thankful. We really, really are thankful. And again, we can't thank you enough and say enough and point enough of how amazing you guys are. From the very beginning, when we talked to you, Cathy, even my daughter's like, you know what? I want to be like her when I grow up. Because she's like, she's amazing. She's so smart. And then we talk about the pre-qualified, and then you got us ready from there. And then you refer us to Fiona, and Fiona was amazing throughout the whole transaction. So it made a huge role and a huge part for us not to be just ready, but to be confident throughout the whole transaction, not being fearful on any point, not even when we had to, wait, see how the numbers were going. We never lose faith that things were going to get done. So we were very, very happy and very thankful. We were not afraid at all at any point.
It made us feel comfortable, both of you. I was busy the whole time. I couldn't answer emails or anything. My wife took care of everything pretty much. But I knew you guys, you were amazing.
Well, we appreciate it. And so, Fiona, if you want to have a great transaction, feel free to reach out to me. And Fiona, what's your phone number so they can call you directly especially because most people are saying, what's happening with the market? Right. Going up, going down. What's your number, Fiona, so they can contact you?
858-344-2213.
Great. Listen, it was a fabulous. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us. And I can't wait to see your home once we
when all this ends, so we can celebrate. Yes, we can wait.
And you have to meet Everest.
Oh my goodness, yes. He's so happy.
Love Everest.
Okay.
He is so happy. I think he's the happiest role. He's like having the time of his life around the whole house. And it has no carpet, which is good because he's so happy.
Got it. Well, listen, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cathy.
Thank you, Fiona.
Got it. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Good to see you guys.